everybody, and welcome back to Literally Heinous. We have a very exciting episode today. A brand new co-host, the hottest new co-host enters the podcast, Zoe Johnston, my roommate and best friend.
Hi, everyone.
Zoe is a certified Love Island UK expert. She's an OG. She's seen every season.
Not every season.
Okay, not every season, but almost every season.
I've seen seasons 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8.
Yes. And so we're on season 9 now. The first week just dropped. So if you're not caught up, now is a really good time to do it. There's a new episode every day except Saturdays. This is my first time watching Love Island UK. I didn't want to get on the bandwagon, but enough people are just begging me to watch.
The fans want it.
And recap. And I have to say, I'm truly enjoying my experience. So Zoe, you're not like a huge reality TV show person.
Yeah, not really. I would say I dabbled in The Bachelor a little bit, only watched a couple seasons. And then really, other than that, I just watch Ink Master. I mean, I do if I have access to Paramount Plus.
Yeah, so only when you're babysitting.
Yeah.
So what drew you to Love Island, and why did you like it in the first place?
Oh gosh, what did draw me to Love Island? I think like people were telling me to watch it. And so I watched, the first ever season I watched was with Will, and we binged it like crazy. We were watching like 6 or 7 hours in a day sometimes. And it's just like such a fun show to be able to just like talk about with whoever you watch it with. That's my favorite part of reality shows, is being able to just like talk shit about who's on the show. And the people are just like wild. Their accents are so funny. That's why I watch the UK one and not any of the other ones. And it's just like fun to be able to just like, you know, veg.
Yeah.
Let my brain rot while I watch it.
I was always intimidated by Love Island because there's a new episode every day, which I just thought was insane. So if it was halfway through a season and everyone was talking about it, I'm like, well, by the time I catch up, like everyone's going to be done. So like, that's why I never really got into it. But now I definitely am. So I am a pretty moderate Bachelor fan. I watched pretty much every season, kind of. There's a few seasons that I took off, and The Bachelor and Love Island UK is literally like night and day. It is like The Bachelor just seems so prude compared to Love Island. Like it's crazy the stuff that they do on the shows, and Love Island is just so much more interesting because it's more relationships. Like The Bachelor, you only get one guy or one girl and then their relationships. But this, so much more fun to watch.
Yeah, and I mean, the seasons now are prude compared to the seasons in the beginning of the show. They were like chain smoking cigs. They had a designated smoking section, which they don't do anymore. They were just like having sex every night on the, like you would literally see it on the screen. Like it was just crazy. But now they're a little bit, they kind of tiptoe around it a little bit more. Like they still cuss a lot and like talk about sex and stuff like that, but are definitely like more careful with it, especially because like their image is on the line with how big they get on social media.
Totally. So let's get into the first week. So for our first round, we had 5 girls and 5 boys. So we'll run through the boys first, and we're going to say our initial thoughts. And so much has changed, which is so crazy from the first episode. And now there's 6 out, and our opinions on everyone have pretty much all changed. I would say the most consistent one is Shaq. He's never really let us down.
Yeah, I would agree. 100%. Yeah, he came on and we were like, oh, he's so cute. Like airport security officer, which was cute. And like his smile's so big. And he just was like just a friendly looking guy.
I would love to be friends with him. Like I could use a little Shaq in my life. He seems like a great person. So I would say my favorite is Ron.
Yeah, I think my favorite is Ron too. Although he is like kind of walking on thin ice with the new bombshells that we'll get to later. But initial impressions, we really like Ron.
Yeah, he's super sweet. He looks exactly like a mix of Mac Miller and Aaron Paul with a little bit of Eminem dashed in there.
He's just a big white rapper vibe.
He does have a white rapper vibe, but he's so sweet. I love him. Okay, and then Farmer Will.
God, literally the bane of our existence. What's funny is when he was first on screen, we were like, oh, like, okay, he's cute. Oh, he's a farmer. That's sweet. But, I mean, into the first episode, we realized we were wrongly mistaken
He
about him.
is literally heinous, for lack of
Literally
better
heinous.
words. Like, he needs to go home. Like, watching him on screen is painful.
We are cringing, dying, like covering our eyes every time he opens his mouth. He like dances so cringy,
Oh my
just
God.
tries to be funny.
That dance that he does when he licks his hand and then
like spanks.
and then like spanks the air makes me want to die.
It's awful. It's truly awful.
And the fact that everybody thinks that he's so funny, like, makes me question everybody else's morals. Like, how could you find this funny?
There's always that one character too on every season. Like, for those of you that have watched before, I can't remember which season, but Nas was that. He's like the short little Indian guy. And then Alex in season 6, I believe, reminds me a lot of Will. Like, kind of the same looks, like pale, blonde. None of the girls ever wanted to be with him, but everyone loved him. He was like everyone's brother, basically, but like no one was sexually attracted to him.
At first, he kind of reminded me of John Paul Jones from The Bachelor. But John Paul Jones, like, maintained being funny in, like, a charming way. And Will's humor is not charming or endearing at all. Like, he's so disgusting. And he looks like Sid the Sloth.
Yeah. His eyes are too close together, I'll say it.
Okay, so then we have Kai.
He's handsome.
Nothing really bad to say about him, but it's almost to the point where, like, he's kind of boring. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, go give us nothing.
Right. It's cute that he's like a teacher. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that is like definitely a green flag. But yeah, he's a little boring, but he's a handsome guy, like definitely who you want to take home to mom and dad. Like,
He's cute, yeah. Like, no complaints, but, you know, give us a little something.
yeah.
And then our last regular was Harris. So, Harris, I would say I would give the award for most improved.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, we didn't like him at first.
I hated him at first. Like, I would go so far. And, okay, with the whole foot thing, so he definitely has a foot fetish,
yeah.
which is, like, cool, fine, whatever. But when he was saying, like, no girl can have a foot that's bigger than a 5.5, I was like, oh my God, like a 5.5?
That as a child.
Like, have you ever seen a woman before? But then we realized he was talking about UK sizes. So a 5 is actually a 7.5, and a 5.5 would be an 8. So
it's
yeah.
normal.
So
But the foot fetish, not normal.
yeah,
He's definitely leaning into that hard. Like, it was in his talking head or whatever in the beginning, and he's brought it up multiple other times. And I've seen that before with some people on the show. I think, like, Finn from the Finn and Paige season, he was a foot fetish guy. And it just, like, gets a reaction from the people and, you know, kind of just puts you on the spot a little bit. So,
yeah, it doesn't bother me like when people on reality shows have like quirks, because you gotta do what you gotta do to like get that screen time, and like you want sound bites, you want to be like interesting, and you want to get picked. But I feel like those quirks usually kind of like go away once you get to know them. But I really do like him now. Like, he's definitely grown on me.
we'll see if he sucks any toes in any challenges.
Yeah. Okay, so for the first round girls, we have Tanya.
Tanya.
Tanya. I love her. She's definitely one of my favorites. I need to know like her stats. Like, how tall is she?
Yeah.
How much does she weigh?
Give us her measurement.
Like, I need to know.
She's a minuscule.
She is tiny. Like, absolutely minuscule.
Like, I could blow on her and she'd just like crumble into pieces.
It's so funny watching her on the couch because her feet never touch the ground.
Yeah.
She's so cute and tiny. Like, I love her. It's really disappointing to me that, so she was the first to come out, and so Zoe, I don't know if this is how they normally do it, but like the guys are all there and then the girls come out and the guys like step forward if they want to be picked by them.
So they'll switch it usually every season. Either the girls are waiting and the guys come out one by one, or like they did with this one, the guys are waiting and the girls come out one by one. But last season they like really changed it up, and the public picked the couples in advance, so like they didn't even get to say who they thought was the fittest or whatever. But I think they did not get like approval on that from people watching, because it just like wasn't as interesting.
Yeah.
So I guess they went back to the whole, they step forward if they're interested, and then the person who had walked in gets to choose which one they're interested in.
Gotta shout out a show that can take feedback.
Yeah.
You know, like, it was a good idea, it was a good thought, but the people spoke, so I respect them for
Right.
going back to what the people wanted. So no one stepped out for tenure except Shaq, which was disappointing.
It was, and it's definitely a trend in this show, specifically for the darker skinned girls, sometimes for the darker skinned guys, but like most definitely for the girls, rarely ever do the white boys like pursue the darker skinned black girls. And that I just saw it coming when she came out. I was like, of course, like this is going to happen. And then later when we'll talk about Tom, the first bombshell, when he was getting to know all the girls, he went to every single one, and then Tanya was last. And it's like a pity thing. Like,
yeah,
they just so never go for the dark skinned girls, but sometimes the white girls go for the dark skinned guys, but it just like, it is pretty disappointing.
Yeah, especially because Tanya like really is like so cute, and it's just like, seriously guys, like come on.
Yeah.
So then we had Olivia, and I'm sorry if this is the wrong order, that I can't really remember, but then we had Olivia, who definitely is my favorite now. She grew on me, but once she did, like, she's definitely my ride or die.
Yeah, we like Olivia a lot. She's so cute and like sassy, funny,
really confident. She's got good chat.
Yeah.
And she reminds me of Emily Blunt's character from Devil Wears Prada.
That plus like Maddie from Euphoria.
Oh my god, yes.
She has a very like kind of sexy, raspy voice that you're just like, okay.
She just like I wouldn't want to mess with her.
Yeah.
So then we have Lana, who I really like too. I guess I'd say she's my second or third favorite. I don't know. I kind of like them all.
Yeah.
But I feel like Lana and Olivia have like Maddie and Cassie vibes from Euphoria.
For sure. Yeah. Lana's like sweet blonde, like she could do no wrong kind of thing. Like she's just been really sweet the whole time.
Yeah. Super emotional. I need to know their zodiac signs because Lana is definitely like a Cancer to me, and Olivia I'd say like
Gemini.
Yeah, Gemini,
or Scorpio. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have Anna Mae.
Yeah. Anna Mae is
no thoughts, head empty. Like
she's kind of like an NPC.
She's definitely an NPC. She like when she talks, she reminds me of like an AI generator. It's like someone like typed into like ChatGPT like what's a Love Island response. Like she has no thoughts.
She's got the Swansea accent too, which is like very sing-songy, but also like adds to her ditziness a little bit. Like she just can't like I can't even imitate it, but it's very like sing-songy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is not our fave. Kind of just like there.
I don't hate her, but she's a nice like filler.
Yeah.
No pun intended. So then we have Tanya. And she was definitely like my favorite looks wise at first. Like I thought she was the most beautiful. I guess I still kind of do, but now it's clouded by her personality.
Yeah, she kind of sucks. First thing when I saw her, I was like, that is an Ekin-Su dupe. Like, and she's Turkish, so she looks like Ekin-Su. They're from the same place, and I think she's not as pretty as Ekin-Su. But yeah, she seems a little snaky.
She's definitely snaky. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so those were our initial 10. So then we had the initial coupling. So we had Tanyel and Kai. That was a good match. That never really bothered me. Mm-hmm. We ended up with Olivia and Will. That was definitely like a friendship couple. Lana and Ron, Anna Mae and Harris, and then Tanya and Shaq, of course. So this first round of coupling was, I don't know, pretty much like set the tone for the whole season. Like nothing was really, or the whole week, nothing really surprised me. And then we had Tom come in. So he was our first bombshell.
Bombshell entered the villa.
At first, we were a little bit suspicious.
Because he looked like fuckboy, kind of like too big for his britches kind of deal. But we've been pleasantly surprised by him.
Yeah, he's definitely grown on me. So he picks Olivia.
Yes. So yeah, he breaks up Olivia and Will, which she, I'm sure, was very happy about.
Yeah.
Because Will sucks. Everyone has made it very clear in their initial conversations with Will that they do not like him. Like he first talked to Lana, and immediately she was like, I'm just not really feeling the vibe with you. Like immediately shut him down. Olivia pretty much knew right off the bat that it would be a friendship couple. So this is his downfall. Yeah,
this definitely marks the downfall of Will. Like any like chance that he had at actually being a mainstay Islander was ruined because then he just entered his freak mode.
Yeah, but you never know. Like I said with Naz and Alex from previous seasons, they stayed around for so long because the characters like that, the other Islanders just love them as like family almost. And so when it's up to the other Islanders who leaves the villa, they'll always choose, who they're loyal to. And so I'm kind of worried that he's going to just end up sticking around for too long.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't hate him.
I mean, hate him. Every time he comes on the screen, I'm like, oh, God.
Like it's sad to watch. Like it genuinely pains me to watch him like want to find love, and then he just fumbles the bag every time, and he's just an absolute thirsty freak.
Yeah.
Ew.
The difference between him and like watching Tom talking to a girl,
Yeah.
you're just like, Tom's so laid back, he's chill, he like knows how to be cool, and then Will's just like, yeah, like blah 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 blah.
Okay, I guess we'll get to this part later. Okay, so then 2 new bombshells. So Zara and David. So Zara chooses Ron to go on a date with her. So that was obviously tough because Lana is like in love with Ron. I would say it was pretty mutual. Like they married up kind of. And this is the first glimpse that we get into Ron kind of rubbernecking, and his head was swiveling.
His head was swiveling. He was definitely into Zara's vibe. She's gorge, like beautiful skin, hair, gorgeous. And she was definitely like bubbly, like could catch someone's eye. Yeah, for sure.
And then we had Tanya and David. That was cute. You know, obviously didn't last too long. But okay, so I wanted to ask you, I wanted to like talk about the games. My first question, why do they drink out of opaque glasses?
So I think the opaque glasses is a common thing with reality shows because they'll be when they stitch together scenes in the editing stages, they may not be doing it chronologically. And so they don't want to, for continuity purposes, they don't want the drink level to be like high and then low and then high. So the opaque glasses gets rid of that. We don't know where they are with their drinks, just for the sake of continuity.
Okay. And then how much can they drink?
They are allowed 1 to 2 drinks in a night. So like they can't drink during the day. They have their little water bottles with their names on them. They can only drink water or like non-alcoholic drinks. And then whenever they either have a party or just when they like hang out at night, they're allowed 1 to 2 drinks, but only beer, wine, champagne, no liquor.
Yeah.
Because I believe in the first few seasons, it was less strict and things got pretty messy and people were like fighting or just getting too messy drunk, which like would be fun to watch, but maybe it's just like a liability for the show.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching that, but also like the decisions you make when you're like drunk or whatever, it's not like real, kind of. So it would be like fake almost.
Right. It definitely makes it tough though, like all the first dates they go on and everything, like not having that little like liquor blanket to buffer for you is hard.
I could not do this show sober. Like doing those pool parties, like running around in bikinis, like if stone cold sober, oh my God, I cannot.
Yeah, I just like they slow it down. It's in slow-mo and they're all laughing and smiling and dancing, but I just feel like actually if you were there it'd be so not fun. Like it's just like 10 people and you're like in a dance circle twerking and it's just like
you're sober for that.
Yeah, you're basically sober.
Yeah, like what kind of music is there?
Yeah.
And okay, I guess in like the last episode when they had the pool party, like they got so excited for the pool party, and I'm like, how excited can you really be?
Because it's not that much different than what they do on a normal night. The difference is like music, and I guess the pool party was during the day, so they got to drink during the day. But I guess it's deviates slightly from their normal, routine. So that's what gets them excited. Like, anything that's different than what they normally do is exciting.
What is the normal routine, like during the day?
They literally just lay in the sun, go to the gym, get in the pool, like just chit chat all day. They don't play any games unless it's like the games of the show. There's no like card games or ping pong or anything. Like it is pretty boring for them. Like a lot of them spend a lot of time in the gym because it's just something to do.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah, I can't imagine. I couldn't go on this show. Like I really could not.
I think it was like season 6. One guy had to leave the show early because he had a psychotic break and had to be institutionalized. Because he just felt like really detached from reality. They don't let them have clocks there. So like they all have phones. Their phones aren't their personal phones. It's like given to them by the show. The time on the phones is wrong. Like I don't know why they do that, but they just don't want them to know what time it is. And they can only text each other from the phones and take pictures.
Yeah.
So it is like you're cut off from friends and family, from reality basically. Like, 9/11 could happen again and they wouldn't even know.
Not 9/11. Okay. Okay, so then we've got a recoupling. this recoupling was pretty dramatic. So this was, I think, like Friday's episode, maybe Thursday's episode. So let's start with the drama. Tanyelle picks Ron.
Tanyelle picks Ron. We were talking like before they got to the recoupling, and I was trying to make predictions on who everyone would pick, but it really depends on who gets to go first. Because if Lana had gone before Tanyelle, she would have picked Ron, and Tanyelle would have been stuck with either David or Will in a friendship couple. But obviously, like, you know, the producers intervene a little and make Tanyelle go first, so that she picks Ron, and now Lana is left in a friendship couple. And like right before that happened, Ron tells Lana, I'm all in for you. I'm not interested in Zara.
Yeah.
And so you're like, and Lana tells the girls that.
Yeah.
And so you're like, okay, Tanyelle, way to be not a girl's girl.
Yeah, it definitely is like an eyebrow raise. I don't know if like Tanyelle was up for doing this because of like the show and like having more drama, or if like she genuinely does not care about Lana's feelings. And also I feel like the people are way nicer on this show than in The Bachelor. Like,
yeah,
on The Bachelor, the way that the girls fight is like vile.
Yeah, I think it's because you are literally trapped in this villa 24/7 with these people. So it's hard having any beef or drama because you just see them all the time and you want things to be like comfortable. And I think the show is also really well known for the friendships it creates, not just the couples. Like everyone's super, super close at the end. They like love each other so much. Like all the girls are close, all the guys are close. So that is a dynamic that comes into play. Like you'll see it happen often where the girls are, or the guys are just like careful. They don't want to like step on anyone's toes, especially if they're good friends with someone, because they do want to maintain their friendships. Because if you don't have friends in the villa, it's a miserable experience. That's happened before too.
Yeah, I also think with The Bachelor, because The Bachelor, there's a lot of like good friendships that come after that. Like we still see them all like hanging out on Instagram. But I feel like with The Bachelor, because there's so many more girls, like there's 25 or
It's way
13,
cattier.
like it can be cattier and you can form cliques. So like if one girl hates you, like, all right, well, there's 10 other girls to be friends with, versus Love Island, like there's only like 5 girls, 6 girls in the villa. So I don't know. And then a part of me makes me like, what if it's like cultural, you know, like Americans are like so much like cattier and like competitive in your face, like whatever. And then British people are known to like bottle up their feelings more.
It's also because with like The Bachelor, you're all chasing after the same person.
That is true.
Whereas with this, like you can kind of, you know, be like you and your friend aren't chasing after the same person, so you're not going to have that awkwardness between you.
Yeah, that is a really good point. So like in The Bachelor, if you're fighting like and the guy picks her, like you're going home. Like you don't have a second choice. But like Love Island, if you're fighting over the same guy, you can kind of be like, all right, well, I had a second choice anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so because Tanyelle picks Ron, then Lana, she's left to choose with David and Will. David was the bombshell. She picks Will, and I thought this really spoke to her character, and that like she didn't even want to pick the obvious attractive choice because she likes Ron so much, so she picks the loser, you know?
Yeah. She like chose not to do something that would make Ron like more jealous or uncomfortable. Yeah. Because we were saying, like, if I were Lana, the last thing I would want is to be in a couple with Will, because he's been pining after her in the most obnoxious way. At one point, he's like, if we're in the same bed, are we going to have a cuddle? Like, she's clearly so into Ron. Like, why are you even asking her? So if I were her, having to share a bed with this guy and, like, being scared of like leading him on and things like that, I would just be so miserable.
The thought of sharing a bed with Will and him like whispering in your ear, ew, he's probably like sloppy and like spitty too. Okay, so then we have Olivia and Harris, which is really good to see them together because they weren't ever an official couple together.
But she said in the beginning she goes after younger guys. So she's 27 and the oldest girl, and Harris is 21, the youngest guy.
Yeah.
So she definitely likes to like have kind of a wild boy that she can tame and like order around, I guess, like a puppy kind of.
Yeah.
So they're cute together. Like they're definitely playful and sweet.
They've had a lot of really cute chats, and I really enjoy watching them interact. Like I think it's cute, and he's just enamored by her, which is very
Love
sweet
that for her.
But she still wants Tom.
Yeah, so I kind of have an inkling that she likes Harris more, but she wants Tom to like her. Like, she doesn't like the idea that Tom doesn't like her anymore and likes Zara more. And so that's why she's upset. And, like, because he doesn't like her, you know, she's like, oh, wait, maybe I like him more now, kind of thing. So we'll see what happens with that, because that's, you know, coming up with the drama.
So Zara picks Tom, and Tom was definitely in between, like, Olivia and Zara, but he has made it clear that he really likes Zara.
And that's some beef we need, the Zara-Olivia stuff.
Yeah, so let's get into that. So Olivia is mad at Zara.
Yeah, it starts off because in one of the games, Zara has to choose the Islander that she thinks is the most two-faced. And she could have chosen a guy and avoided any conflict, but she chose Olivia. They don't know each other very well. She was just like, I just thought she could, like, take it on the chin and, like, it wouldn't be a big deal. But then she, in another dare, kisses Tom. So basically Olivia feels like double targeted by her because she's in a couple with Tom at this point. And Zara's, like, coming after her, calling her two-faced and kissing her man. So she's like, okay, what's your problem with me?
I also think Olivia's being a little dramatic. I do love Olivia. Like, she's definitely my favorite. But, I mean, she's hot-headed. And she's, like, very confrontational. She's sensitive. Like, the two-faced thing isn't really that big of a deal. Like, I think any other girl could have just, like, laughed it off. But
Zara picked the wrong girl.
Zara did definitely pick the wrong girl. And then it doesn't help that, like, Tom actually likes Zara better than he likes her. So it's just, like, you know, salt in the wound.
And the preview we got today for the next episode shows that things really shit hits the fan between Olivia and Zara. So it'll be interesting to see how that
So after this recoupling, Olivia talks to Tom and she's like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like, are you still into me? Whatever. And Tom says no, basically.
Yeah, he was like, I mean, yeah, I am more into Zara. Like, and Olivia was like, oh.
And then she, like, kind of storms off and he kind of makes this, like, okay face, like, doesn't even go after her, like, shrugs, like, he doesn't give a fuck. So now Tom, questionable.
But he and Zara were cute, like, when they were on the terrace and they kiss and, like, they're kissing in bed. Like, I do think he's, like, sweet. I don't know, we'll just have to see how it plays out. How he handles this situation will show, you know, his true colors. But I'm still on train Tom.
I'm on train Tom too. And then lastly, Tanya and Shaq together again,
married off at this point.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, and that's been an issue in the past with like, sometimes people who marry off soon, it's a good thing and they'll win, but sometimes it's just, like, too soon and they just, like, jump the gun too quickly, and someone might come in and then it makes it that much worse because they're so close now, but then someone else comes in that they like and it just turns into this whole blow up.
I kind of want more for Tanya. Like, I want play the field, girl. Like, she's so cute. She's so sweet. She's funny. She's literally everything of the sort. And, like, you're going to take, like, the first guy?
Yeah, I think, like, she should have given David a little bit more of a chance. I thought he was hot. I liked them together. They seemed to, like, bounce off each other really well. But she did not enjoy the kiss with him. So there's that. That's a deal breaker, I guess.
So last part of the episode, we got 2 new bombshells from Love Island Australia.
Good eye, mate. That's how they introduced themselves. I was like, all right.
It's a little on the nose. Okay, so talk about, like, when new bombshells come in, is it always a girl and a guy, first of all?
Not always. So in the past, like, sometimes you'll have 2 girls, it'll be 2 guys. They've had, like, identical twins come in. They'll mix it up a lot. But yeah, this time it's a girl and a guy. And yeah, the normal way it works is usually they'll be able to take some people out on a date to get to know the different islanders. But yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen with Jessie and Aaron? They're both like ambidextrous names. So, like, Jessie's the girl, Aaron's the boy.
Jessie, well, let's talk initial impressions.
Okay.
Yeah, Jessie is, do you want to, like, redo that?
No.
Okay. Jessie's hot.
Yeah.
Her eyes are really pretty, like, blue. She's a personal trainer, so she's fit, like, not the British fit. She's, like, actually fitness fit. But she's also fit. And yeah, I like Jessie, pretty hair, whatever. I don't know how I feel about Aaron yet.
Yeah, boys are hard to, like,
gauge their
vibe. And also, like, for men, it takes a while to even like think of them as attractive. Like right now he's a blank slate to me. Like I wasn't skewed either way, but like once I get to know him, like I will determine.
He's threatening Ron though because he has a buzz cut, and Ron thinks he owns the buzz cut.
I know. Ron was like, he looks exactly like me, bro. And I'm like, no, he does not.
You just have similar hair.
Yeah, but Aaron did say that he likes blondes, and Lana is the only blonde in the villa. Yeah. So
we could see something happen.
Yeah, he might go for Aaron. And honestly, Lana could stand to expand her horizon.
I agree. She's kind of marrying herself off too early. And she's a hottie. Like, she can go.
She is so pretty.
And
so
I think
sweet.
she should, like, make Ron a little jealous. Like, show some interest in another guy. She's been pretty much only for Ron this whole time. Whereas he's, like, gone on a date with Sarah. He's, as we see in the most recent episode, clearly interested in Jesse.
Yeah.
She needs to, like, keep him on his toes a little bit more.
Yeah, like, he's sharing a bed with Tanya, like, giggling and laughing all night. Like, if I were Lana, I'd be like, WTF, like, you need to go on your side, facing the opposite direction, like, butt to butt, pillow in between. But yeah, Ron did mention that he likes Jesse and his head was swiveling for her.
Yeah, so we're starting to think Ron is easily turned by any hottie and, like, isn't really there for Lana. So we'll see what happens. I think Lana could go for Aaron. We'll see how he is, if he's cool. Jesse initially, like, gets in this deep chat with Will, which is interesting. And that's something that I've seen a lot throughout the seasons, is that there will be a new bombshell and they'll first, like, immediately go to the person who's, like, kind of the least favorable as far as, like, sexual attraction.
Because they're the easiest to get.
Because they're the easiest target. And it also, like, puts them in a positive light for the public. The public are like, oh, she likes Will, like, yay.
Yeah.
And they like her for that. And then once she gets established in the villa with the other islanders, with the public, she'll actually start going for who she really wants.
It's definitely a smart move. Like, if I were a bombshell, like, I wouldn't want to step on the toes of any of the couple. So I would just go for the single person. And the bombshells, they get acclimated so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, it really only takes a day. And, like, I forget that Tom was a bombshell. And even, like, Zara now, too.
Yeah, I mean, everything they say, like, a day in the villa is like 2 weeks on the outside, because you're just spending every waking minute with all of them. So, like, after 2 days, the girls are saying to each other, like, I love you, babe. Like, they're just best friends. Like, it is pretty crazy how quickly it moves.
Yes. So we shall see what is going to happen. Other predictions, Shaq and Tanya. Are they going to go on the fritz?
Yeah, I'm thinking there's something in store for them. They need a challenge.
So. They do need a challenge.
I think Shaq needs to be challenged, because Tanya was challenged with David. She obviously likes Shaq better, but I think Shaq needs a challenge, and see if he'll turn.
I agree. Any other thoughts about the episode?
Thoughts about or
the week. So sorry.
Not many. I think it's going to be a good season. I'm impressed with the cast so far. I really like the boys, most of them, like the girls too. And yeah, I'm just excited to see who else they bring on, how Casa Amor goes, which will be interesting. Yeah, that'll always throw a spanner in the works.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.